2-1. Well, we're talking in the Niner locker room. We're talking to Josh Johnson, Niners quarterback, and back with the team and keeping the NFL career going. How's it going so far? You're sitting 2 on the depth chart now with the Niners behind Brock. How's it going?
It's going well. We're very excited to just be a part of this team. Was excited that they called me back. Was here 2 years ago with a lot of the guys on this team. So to be back here while we're making a strong playoff push, it's exciting to be a part of this in December, playing January football. Hoping and looking to be playing in February.
Yeah, you've been around this league and you've watched a lot of film. Before we talk about anything else, what do you think of the Commanders? How are they looking?
Oh, very, 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 very good team. Obviously, they're playing for playoff contention as well. Hell of a defense, pass rush, secondary, linebackers, scheme. It's going to be a great test for us. Looking forward to Saturday, see what we're going to do with it.
Talk to us a little bit about Brock. I mean, he's obviously, the story of the country right now, but you're in meeting rooms with him and you've had the experience. He's the rookie. What do you think of him?
I'm very impressed with Brock. Very, very mature for his age. To me, he's really humble. How he goes about his work, how he goes about his process of getting prepared, and asking the right questions, and really leaning on Greasy with his experience, and Kyle, and all those guys that we have in the room, and just going out there and then being a baller, like making plays. So I've been really impressed with him. He's doing a lot in a short period of time. That it takes some guys a longer period to do. So just excited to be here to support him and just watch him, continue to lead this team.
You mentioned humble. How important is humility and being humble in a room, team sport, for the quarterback to be kind of a humble guy as opposed to kind of a me guy?
For me, I think it's everything because, by the nature of the position, you tend to get all the attention.
Yeah.
But football is the ultimate team sport. And you need all 11, you need the other 10 guys to be on the same page and playing at a high level for you to be successful as a quarterback. And so to me, to bring that humility to the position, it allows a guy to want to play for you first and foremost, and then it allows you to keep your mind focused on what's most important, and that's doing your job and leading this team.
A lot of Bay Area fans. Tell us a little bit about your story. I mean, we know you're an Oakland Tech guy. We know you're an East Bay guy, but tell us about growing up in the Bay. Where'd you go to school as a kid?
Went to Oakland. Went to Emerson, and Carter doesn't exist anymore. All my schools are on the same block. My mom works at my high school. She still works there currently.
Very cool.
She's never leaving.
What does she do?
She's softball, volleyball, cheerleader coach, and she does campus security.
Mm-hmm.
She's been there since the 70s. Grew up a Niner fan, actually, so just to be able to play for my favorite team growing up is very unique as well. Love the Bay. It's my home. Never left. Permanent residence is here. So I know what this means to the area, what we're doing here. And so to me, it just allows me to, it just added more, incentive to go hard for what we're going hard for on top of what our own personal goals is. So, I'm just embracing it and enjoying the blessing that God has put me in this position.
Who was the guy at Oakland Tech that was so instrumental in helping you go to college? Not academically, but football-wise. Who was the football coach or football mentor that helped
Delton
you?
Edwards, RIP to Coach D. He passed away. He's like a father figure to all of us. Really, installed a lot of character in me as a man, and really showed me, how to handle honestly what I've gone through. It's funny, everything that he would say to me and put me through. I ended up needing that in life and needing that on this journey that I've been on. So, I'm forever grateful for him. And I know he's watching down over us for sure.
Yeah, one of the most beautiful campuses in America, I think, is University of San Diego. That's where you went. You played for Harbaugh at the Toreros. What was it like playing for Harbaugh? What were those years like? Fun looking back at it?
Oh, it was amazing. It was life-changing. For Jim to come to Oakland and recruit me, take me down there, and really just taught me how to play the position, really how to see the field, how to understand defenses, offenses. It was everything, and I just soaked it all up. And to this day, we have a relationship, and that's never going to change. So I'm excited for him out of Michigan. They're doing real well. It's not surprising to me.
Right.
He's done that everywhere he's gone. But just being able to play for him and that staff, Coach Shaw, Johnny Morton, all these coaches, Tanner Instring is now in the NFL. All these coaches that I play for at San Diego now are either high-level collegiate coaches or NFL coaches. So it's just a testament to what those guys did and then our team. And now we have one of the top 1AA programs in the country.
You had put up prolific numbers there and obviously had an incredible career. And then now you've carved out a lengthy career in the NFL. What do you know about the position now that you didn't know coming out of University of San Diego?
Everything.
Yeah. It's an education, isn't it?
It's very, very educational. The quarterback position is a very detailed one. And there are a lot of things that I didn't have to learn at a younger age that I understand now from playing in so many different systems, being coached so many different ways. I have a library full of knowledge on quarterbacking now, and I think it's helping me in my experiences, what I'm going through. And so but the biggest thing I would say is just the fundamentals of the position. I really didn't, I was taught a totally different way that I'll learn how to play quarterback now in year 14. So just the fundamental position really sticks out the most to me, but the knowledge of the game, playing the position, situations, knowing how to manage the game properly, all those things, I've continued to learn something new every year. So it's exciting for me just continue to be able to grow even at 36 years old.
Yeah. When the phone call came, did it surprise you? Did you think it was coming? What was the emotions?
It was pretty. We was actually on a plane coming back from Baltimore. We had played the Ravens, so it had broke on Twitter, and a couple of my teammates had told me on the plane, "Are you leaving?" So it was very exciting, and it was also let's go. Because, I was just working and waiting. I knew something would come up, if not in Denver, but somewhere. And it's just a blessing to be here, be a part of this team, and being a part of this run that we making.
Yeah. 3 games left in the regular season. How are you guys kind of looking at it with the playoffs already clinched? Does it change nothing? Do you have a different mindset about these final 3 games? How is the kind of team approaching the last 3 games of the regular season?
Well, being around this team in 2020 and now here, the mindset is always to go out and dominate and play well. That doesn't change. And for me, I haven't noticed any difference from when I got here, when we was getting ready to play Tampa, to playing for the division in Seattle, to getting ready for the Commanders right now. This team just has a different love for the game, and the ways it goes about being prepared for the game. I fit right into that mode. So, I'm not looking at it no different. This is a big game for us, and I feel that same energy around with everybody in the locker room.
How important is it on game day to have swagger? Because this team has it. This team has a lot of swagger. And I kind of look at it as like athletic confidence, but there's just a lot of guys, there's a lot of people that know on this team that there's a lot of good players here.
For sure.
So does that give you guys swagger? It seems like this team's got a lot of swagger.
Yeah, no. I think swag comes with your confidence, which comes with preparation. I think it's a fine line between ego and confidence, and I think there's more confidence in here because guys put the work in. Not only just on their bodies and taking care of their bodies, but how they go out preparing and know the opponent. Just the conversations around the locker room that you're hearing, it's all ball. And I think that translates to the field. So a lot of guys are free and playing carefree, but playing locked in because they know they put the time in, they know they take care of themselves. And to me, that's where it's going to translate on Sunday. That's our reward. So I think that's just a product of how this culture is set up here.
Last one for you. What would it mean to you as a Bay Area guy to win the Super Bowl with this team? How cool would that be?
Speechless. It'd be speechless. I'm trying my hardest not to think about it because I understand that the steps that you have to take. But, just being a kid from this area, growing up loving the Niners, that'd be a dream come true. So just trying to make sure I do my part to help us, be able to take care of the next step, which is the Commanders.
Well, I mentioned this last one. I got one more for you. You're in that room with Trey. Trey obviously had a rough injury, but he's a student in the game. He's a prospect. He's trying to get better. What do you think of him? You've seen a lot of quarterbacks in this league, young ones, old ones, guys who were raw, guys who were developed. What do you think of him as a prospect? What do you think of him as a guy?
I actually was here when he got drafted, so he's grown a lot, just mentally, ownership of the system, just the way he communicates in the room. You could tell his knowledge of the game is there and understanding what we're trying to do here with this system. And he's a hell of a talent. And I know it was a freak injury, but I know Trey will be just fine. Like I watched the film when he was playing, and I saw him getting ready to roll. That's what it looked like to me. So it was, I'm excited for his future. We've always kept in contact even when I left the team. And so just to be here and share the room with him and Brock, it's been really fun for me.
Hey man, good to see you. I love your story, and I love that you're attacking this thing and keeping your career going. Good luck to you guys the rest of the way. Good luck to you personally with your career.
Thanks, Rico.
Congratulations on what you've accomplished thus far.
Appreciate it.